What's going on, YouTube? 5152 here. Alright, I've got, I guess it's a contest video. So, what I want is I'm going to want you guys to make a video response um, to this video. So, link it to this video. And what I want you guys to do, as far as prizes go, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to send out. It's not going to be anything huge or nothing. Basically, I just want to make this video for fun, and I'd really like to hear some responses, just because I think it'd be fun to watch. And so I'll random you guys, whoever makes a video, and I'll random you guys out, and I'll send the winner some cards to make it worth your while. But anyway, basically what I want you to do is talk about the biggest trade raping that you've ever endured. So, for those of you who don't know what trade raping is, I'm sure you can figure out what it is. That's when you make a trade and then you find out later that either one, you gave up a ridiculous card in the trade and they got a way better deal, or you traded for a card and then the card that you traded for ends up sucking, or the player ends up sucking, or something along those lines. And I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me, and you'll get the idea. But basically, you guys, I'm sure you guys know what's going on. So anyway, if you can make a video response, I'd really appreciate it. I think these could get funny. I actually have an outrageous story, and it's completely true. And it happened. Well, first of all, this idea for this video, I pretty much stole from a guy, System Psycho, on YouTube. He made a video a while back talking about the worst trade ever that he did. He was talking about video games. He doesn't do much cards. He does like sneakers, video games, comic books, snapback hats. So I'll put his link down below too if you guys want to check him out. Anyway, so I'm basically stealing this idea because I have a really funny story and I figure you guys would appreciate it. So here we go. The biggest trade raping that I've ever endured while collecting cards. And this is easy, an easy selection for me. I've made lots of bad trades or whatnot, but this is the all-time worst, and it doesn't get any worse than this. So, a lot of you guys know my buddy Mark, HuffBoyRD. He's on YouTube. His link will be below. If you don't know him, go sub to him. I've known Mark ever since I can remember. We grew up in the same town. We hung out all the time. And we both collected cards. Most kids my age collected cards, sports cards, back in the day. But I'll tell you, I'll give you the timeline. This is probably around, somewhere around 1991-ish. 1990, 1991. And so we were collecting cards, and one day my buddy Mark comes over, right? And whenever we'd go to each other's house, we'd be like, hey, we should do some trades. I got some new cards, and I'll bring my cards over and we can make up some trades. So I was like, cool, you're coming over, bring over your cards, we'll get some deals done. So he does. Mark comes over, and he has like the holy grail of baseball cards at the time. So this is like 1991. It wasn't and this is like Bo Jackson was like in his heyday and whatever. I always got the Bo Jackson cards right off the bat from these guys. So I knew it wasn't a Bo Jackson card. This was the ultimate card at the time. And I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, just because I don't want to ruin it. But he had like the ultimate card. So just think from whatever era you guys started collecting. Think about the ultimate card at the time, and imagine that your buddy brings it over and is like, "Hey, I'll trade this to you. I don't really want it. I'd like to have some other cards. Would you trade for this?" So think about it. So like if we thought about it like right now, this card would be like the equivalent of like a Bryce Harper low numbered autograph, something like ridiculous, or like a booklet, like a Bryce Harper booklet patch auto, something. Just think of something crazy. And your buddy brings it over and is like, "Hey, I want to trade this to you." So this is basically what's going down for me right now. Is Mark brings over this ultimate of ultimate card and is like, "Hey, do you want it?" And I'm like, "Hells yes, I want it." So he's like, "Okay." He starts going through my cards and he picks out a grip of cards. And I knew I was going to have to give up a lot for this card. I wasn't worried about it. I wanted to get my hands on that card, and I wanted to take it to school, and I wanted to show people that I had this card, right? So this is what's going down. Mark's going through my cards, and he like fills up. He takes enough cards that fills up like one of those like long white boxes, just like the single row white boxes. He chose a lot of cards, and they were all like, there was nothing big in there, and he didn't take any of my PC guys, like my Bo Jackson stuff, and because he knew he wasn't going to get that from me, and but stuff like that. And so he does it, and he's like, "All right, these are the cards that I want." And I'm like, "Deal, done deal, traded. I got this card." So I am stoked about it. Now I'll tell you the card now. So keep in mind this is around 1991, and I grabbed a couple Beckett price guides from around this time, so you guys can get an idea of how huge this card was. Because if I just showed you the card, this wouldn't even make sense. So I'll show you. Well, I'll show you the card. Okay, I'll just show you the card. It is a 1986 Don Russ rookie card of Jose Canseco. Right? You guys are thinking that is the worst ever. Why would you ever trade for that? Well, the reason why I traded for it is because he was the freaking hottest thing out at the time. He was like the Bryce Harper. He was like the Steven Strasburg or the Hosmer, or even better than that. He was like part of the Bash Brothers, when the Bash Brothers were like the greatest thing ever. So this is his rookie card, and this was his rarest rookie card. And I'll show you. Oh, there's a picture in the price guide even of it. So at the time, like back in the day, cards were like if a card was $10, worth $10, that was like a brick of gold, right? Like people didn't have like $10 cards. They had like $3 cards, and those were like top notch. I mean, this is when we were kids, so anyway, this card, hopefully you guys can see this. This is an old, the only reason why I have this old Beckett is because it has Bo on the cover. So I'm going off of all the Becketts that had Bo on them. So there it is. There's the actual card right there. It's funny, they even have it scanned in there. And if you look at the price guide, right there, card 39, Jose Canseco, Rookie of the Year rookie, $70 low book, 90 high book. And I mean, look at all the other cards that, like, they don't even compare. I mean, it was so huge. So you're probably thinking, okay, so that was the biggest trade raping because it was Jose Canseco, and Jose Canseco sucks now, and you could buy that card for like 99 cents, less than 99 cents somewhere if you wanted to. And that would be fine. That would totally work. But it is even worse than that. Okay? It gets worse. So I traded a white box full of cards for this card. And I was stoked. So I had this card. I was more than happy. I was like Charlie, and I had the golden ticket. That's what it felt like. So I'm like chilling at my house. Mark goes home, and I'm chilling at my house. You know, like laying on my bed, looking at the Jose Canseco card, looking at the back, reading all the stats. I mean, that was it. Cards weren't autographed or anything back then. It was just like rookie cards or like star players. So I was eyeballing this thing, and I get this phone call, and it's from Mark's mom, which is really, really weird. Like, why does Mark's mom want to talk to me? So, man, this video's long, but I don't care. So Mark's mom calls to talk to me, and she's like, James, did Mark trade you a Jose Canseco card when he was over at your house? And I was like, yeah, he did. It was like the best deal ever. I love Jose Canseco. He's like the best player right now, blah, blah, blah. And she kind of goes silent for a second. And then she goes, well, Mark stole that card from another one of his friends, and I need to get that card back. So I was like, crap. I just got this card. Mark freaking stole it from some other kid and got caught. So I'm not going to have that card anymore. So I'm just bummed that I'm not going to have that card anymore. But I'm going to get my cards back, right? So it'll just be like it never happened. And so Mark's mom and Mark show up at the house to come get the Jose Canseco card, right? So when they come over, our parents start talking, and Mark's mom tells my parents about what went down, that Mark stole a card from a kid, and then it got traded to me. Well, my parents were like, you had something to do with it. You knew that it was stolen. And so my name got thrown into it as like, you know, I traded for a hot card. Like it was hot, like it was stolen, and I knew it, and blah, blah, blah. So my parents are pissed at me. Just pissed. So now I'm in trouble for trading for a card that was stolen that I didn't know was stolen. Mark's in trouble because he stole a card And so anyway, Mark brings back the cards that he traded me, or that I traded him. I give his mom back the Jose Canseco card, and they leave. Well, my parents are still pissed, still freaking out. So they decide to punish me for this crime that I did not commit, that I was completely innocent of. They decide that they're going to burn half my collection. I'm not kidding you guys. Burn. They literally went into my room, grabbed up half of my cards, just grabbing boxes. It didn't matter if they were my favorite cards or they were just piles of base. Or, well, they were all base back then. Or just piles of just crappy players. It didn't matter. They just grabbed half, whatever they thought was enough to punish me. They took them out to the backyard, threw it in a burn pile, lit a match, boom. I'm standing there watching half of my collection burn. Burn. It was like, I felt like I was Luke Skywalker watching, like, when Darth Vader dies and Luke Skywalker lights him on fire at the end, and they start playing the music, dun, 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 like the saddest part of the movie, right? I was feeling like that. Like I'm just watching, like, my collection burn up. And that was it. So, there you go. Not only did I lose half of my collection in this deal, but it was all because of a Jose Canseco card. A freaking Jose Canseco, who is probably one of, like, the biggest laughing stocks in all of baseball, like, for all time, just for being, like, you guys know the drama and everything, the whole steroids thing and all that crap. So, needless to say, at the time, I lost half of my collection for a card of a player that completely did not pan out. It's like a 99-cent card. I didn't even get that card. I just lost half of my collection that day, and it was all because of a Jose Canseco card. So there you go. Thank you, Mark, again for that traumatizing experience. I'm surprised I even collect cards still after something like that happened. So yeah. So if you guys have a story or can think of the biggest trade rape that you've ever endured, and this could be, you could even say like a deal where you actually got the best of someone else or something. I don't know. Something that, like, you traded a card that was super hot at the time and it, like, that person never panned out. Because we all do that all the time, right? So anyway, that's my story. The biggest trade raping I've ever had to endure had to do with a freaking stolen Jose Canseco card that is just complete garbage, and I lost half of my collection for it. So there you go. So please check out the guys that I talked about, System Psycho, if you're into snapbacks and sneakers and like throwback stuff. He's all about throwback stuff. It's cool video games, comic books. The guy, he has it all, dude. Go check him out. And then Mark Huffboyardee, go give him crap for trade raping me the hardest of anyone ever. Huffboyardee, my buddy Mark. Go check him out if you haven't already. Sorry for the 20-minute video, and I will chat you guys up later. Peace.